that's a bad motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how you feel. The album is a badass album. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you feel. You know what I'm saying? My personal opinion, the work of art, the content, the beat selections, all that. Great album. Great body of work. You know what I'm saying? So to me, overall, the album is good. Now, I do want to speak on something else. When I rate albums, I take the sales out of them. I don't care about the sales. There's a lot of great albums that don't sell shit. That's just what it is. There's great rappers who make good music who don't sell shit. You know what I'm saying? There's great niggas who lyrical, who can freestyle, who can rap, who can do everything, and they don't really sell a lot. Like in my opinion, the Nipsey album Hustle was great. You know what I'm saying? One of the top albums of the year when it comes to rap albums. Nipsey Hussle has that. That album sold and did what it was supposed to do for an artist who doesn't have a $1 million team behind them, millions of promotion, $1 million of promotion, who doesn't have a powerhouse like Apple Music and Spotify, like pushing the album out like that. They gonna put it in your face like, okay, it's out, but not like that of a top tier artist. You know what I'm saying? When I say top tier artists, I mean your artists like your Drakes, your Rihanna's, your Beyonce and Jay-Z's, your who else is up there in that tier? Your Nicki Minaj's, those type of artists. You're not gonna get that same type of promotions there. But what I do want to say is that the Scorpion album, man, you can put it in, you can ride to it, but at the same time, I feel like people jumped the gun. A lot of people are prisoners of the moment. The album had been out for an hour, and people were saying it was the best album of the year. The album ain't even been out a fucking hour yet. The album hadn't been out an hour, and people were already to say it's a classic. Now, you got certain albums that come out, and you listen to them one time, and you say, okay, this album will be a classic. So you say it's an instant classic. I just cannot say that when there is singing on, there's no clear direction of the album. There's singing on the album, there's R&B on the album, and there's instances where I don't know the direction of some of, not the songs, but the entire album. The album sounded like an actual, playlist, which is nothing wrong with that because that shit was good. I don't give a damn at the end of the day, it sounded good. My favorite song on there probably was either Mob Ties. I did like 8 out of 10. March 14th, he got his point across on there. And these dick riding bandwagon jumping back and forth as fans, when I'm Upset dropped, I felt that motherfucker. But half of these fans was online like, oh, this is trash. I'm disappointed in Drake. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, because I was at a pool party when I'm Upset dropped, and I was feeling that motherfucker. Even though everybody else wasn't in there just vibing with it, I was like, man, this I'm Upset is hard as fuck. So to hear that shit, I'm like, man, to hear niggas say that shit wasn't hitting, I'm like, man, these niggas out here is fucking really tripping, man. I'm Upset was hard on there. Of course, God's Plan was hard. Of course, Nice for What. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the track with Jay-Z was nice. It was cool, but I want to be clear here. When you're talking bar for bar, content flows, man. Content flows, bar for bar, rhyme schemes. Drake has his own style. He has his approach of what he's trying to do on the music. But provoking thought, he didn't do that on this album to me. He didn't provoke thought. He didn't make me say, he explained his situation. So he explained his life or what he got going on, and threw his little jabs out there at certain niggas, which I really feel like most of the jabs he threw out was at Kanye. He put his point out there with it, you know what I'm saying? He got his point across, but I didn't really gain, Drake is not a motivational rapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to Drake and be like, hey nigga, I learned, like, this nigga gave me some hope. Like, I don't listen to Drake and say, hey nigga, let's go get this money. Like, I listen to Nipsey, I say, hey, let's go get this money. I listen to J. Cole, I think these motherfucking white people is fucking over us, man. Not the good white people, because all white people ain't bad, but the system of the Caucasian male is fucking over black people. I don't feel like that Drake is a part of that system. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he speaks on that, and because he doesn't have to deal with that really. So how can I really learn something from him? But the overall catchiness of the album, it was cool. But what does this album compare to double albums? You know what I'm saying? Where do we put the Drake Scorpion album when niggas say it's a classic? We say All Eyes on Me is a classic. Can you honestly put Scorpion next to All Eyes on Me in your ranking? Can you niggas do that? Can y'all put Scorpion, the Drake album? Can you put Scorpion right next to All Eyes on Me and say this one can compare with this one? If you can, you can. That's your opinion. I'm not trying to force nobody's opinion. I'm just being honest. Can you put it next to Life After Death and say, I want to put this up there with these double albums and say, hey, and we ain't talking about album sales. We're not talking about the sales, nigga. Nigga shit sell different. When you got star power, you gonna sell. Drake is one of the biggest artists in music. He put the work in. He deserves that. But I'm saying music-wise, longevity-wise, will we still hear these hits in 2028? Will you be able to listen to these Drake albums in 2028? Ask yourself that. Will you be able to listen to Scorpion in 2028 and say, man, that shit caused the impact? Not the sales. I'm talking about the music. Can you listen to that music and say, hey, man, that shit really was vibing. We was riding out to that shit every day. Like, I remember that shit. Like, that was some big shit. Or do you say it was hot for a week or two, but once a new album dropped, or a month or two, we went on to something else? That's the difference. I don't feel like off of the first listen, and I don't know what the future holds, that Drake has that type of catalog where that shit is 100% undeniable classic. Drake's only undeniable classic is the So Far Gone to me. That's just my personal opinion. The impact was crazy. If you put the motherfuckers on, you gonna go back to them days when it first came out. But all these other albums, nah. And of course, my favorite Drake album is If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. That's a bad motherfucking album. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck about the ghostwriting shit in the terms of that great album. That album is great. You could play it. It had all the vibes. You didn't have to skip nothing. Some of the songs on this Scorpion album, I really didn't want to listen to after about a minute. But I tried to listen to it a few times. And man, like I said, the album is a good fucking album. I don't give a damn, but it ain't fucking with If You're Reading This Too Late. And this is my personal opinion. This ain't no hate on Drake. I'm a fan of the music. I don't care about all the other shit. But I do want to address one thing. And you know what? I'm gonna say that for another video. I'll give y'all that on another video for all you little internet geeks who gonna come on the videos and talk shit to me. I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all do that so I can look and laugh at y'all motherfuckers, man. I'll come on that one with another video. But go get that Drake album, man. It's overall pretty good album. I'm just saying, don't start comparing shit a classic to the amongst these other classics already. Let's wait a little bit, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in, though. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, Urban Politician, man.